champion Neil Dressler, and his two new opponents. To date, he'll be trying for his second chance to win one of these new 1974 Pontiacs. The racy Firebird two-door hardtop, the spacious Le Mans Safari four-door station wagon, the exciting Grand Am two-door hardtop, the sporty Ventura hatchback two-door coupe, or the luxurious Catalina four-door hardtop. Today on Split Second. And now, the host of our show, Tom Kennedy.
Terrific. What a good-looking group we have today. How's everybody feeling? You look better than that. We're happy to have you with us. We're terribly distressed because we've gone for a whole day here without giving away a car, and that's a sad, sad item. But Neil Dressler is back today, attempting his second win. Neil, if you win today, you have a 1 out of 4 chance, and it was very smart of you. You played it yesterday, so you wouldn't win the car, so today we would have $200 in the cash jackpot. Very cagey.
It wasn't easy.
No, I know that. I know that. We have 2 new opponents for you. Jack Clark, would you introduce them, please?
I sure will, Tom. We have a substitute teacher, a mother of 3 from Hacienda Heights, California, Joan Douglas, and a bachelor and a student from Beverly Hills, California, Stuart Weiss.
In the first round, if you have a single answer, you get $25. If all 3 of you are right, you get $5 each. But if 2 of you are right, $10 each. Let's get some of those bucks, huh? Look at the board. Mary, Mary, My Fair Lady, All the Way Home. Each of these titles of a Broadway or Hollywood production is actually a line from a famous nursery rhyme. Joan?
Mary, Mary, quite contrary.
Right. Match each to its nursery rhyme. Neil?
All the Way Home is Mother Goose.
Wrong, Stuart.
All the Way Home, 3 Little Pigs?
No, that's wrong. That's from This Little Piggy. And My Fair Lady from London Bridge is Falling Down, and that's a single answer worth $25 for Joan Douglas. Off and running. And now, look at the board. The state, its capital, its chief crop. Match these to this Midwestern state. Take a look. Stuart.
Iowa?
Right. Neil?
Its capital, Iowa City.
Wrong. And Joan?
Des Moines is its capital.
That's right. And its chief crop is corn. $10 each for Joan and for Stuart. And now look at the board. Lateral, field goal, interception. Pick one of these and tell me. In football, is it considered an offensive or defensive play, Stuart?
Field goal, yes. Offensive.
That's right. Neil?
Lateral is offensive.
Right. And Joan, interception?
Defensive.
You're all 3 right, $5 apiece. And now here is today's memory buster. So listen carefully. Ringo, Donnie, Mahatma, Elvis, Merle. Which of these are not the first names of 3 of the singing Osmond brothers, Stuart?
Mahatma.
Right. And Joan?
Ringo.
Right. And Neil?
Earl.
No, Elvis was the third. Donnie and Merle are Osmond, so it's $10 each for Joan and for Stuart. And Joan's our leader so far. We will continue round 1 right after these words. Don't you go away. Welcome back. We're in round 1 of today's Split Second. Neil Dressler is back today attempting his second win, as we said just a moment ago, studying medicine in Guadalajara.
Right, Tom. I've been trying to find a way to combine my linguistics background with medical training, and so far I can send out bills in 7 languages.
Very good. Every bit helps. And Joan Douglas is new to our show today. Let's find out about Joan.
Well, I'm a substitute teacher for Roland Unified District, and I have a wonderful husband, John, and 3 tremendous children that are in the audience, John Jr., William, and Victoria.
Okay.
And I want a full-time job because I just got my credential this year. And I had been a petroleum chemist years ago, and I went back into teaching at a little later age.
Good. Well, I hope you find that full-time job soon.
Thank you.
All righty. Stuart Weiss. Tell us about Stuart.
Tom, I'm a single student. We'll be attending San Jose State in the fall. I'm going to take up political science, try to become a lawyer.
Very good. Good luck to you in the field.
Thank you.
You're $25, Stuart, and Joan has $50, and Neil has 5 as we continue round 1. Look at the board. The singer, the comedy star, and city of recording. Match each of these to this dialogue from an album recorded together by a British-born singer and an American comedy star. Listen.
Listen, do you remember the last time we did a show like this together?
Yes, Joan.
Julie,
Time. Let's listen now to the rest of the clue.
Oh, and we had so much fun we couldn't wait to do it again. And we vowed we wouldn't let another birthday go by before we did another show together. Just think.
Yes, Neil.
The comedy star is Carol Burnett.
Right, and Stuart?
Singer is Julie Andrews.
Right, and the city of recording, New York City at Lincoln Center. Julie and Carol at Lincoln Center. $10 each for Neil and for Stuart. And now look at the board. 2,069 miles, 1,631 miles, and 7,623 miles. These are the lengths of the 3 U.S. coastlines. Match each coastline to the body of water it borders, Stuart.
7,623 is the Pacific Ocean.
Right. Neil.
2,069 is the Atlantic Ocean.
Right. Joan.
1,631 is the Gulf of Mexico.
Do we give her credit? Yes. You started it before the buzzer. It is the Gulf of Mexico. 3 correct answers, $5 apiece. Look at the board. Olives, grapes, peanuts. Each of these foods supplies one of the 2 basic ingredients for salad dressing. Pick one, Stuart.
Peanut is oil.
That's right. Pick one and tell me, does it provide the oil or the vinegar, Neil?
Olives are oil.
That's right. Joan, how about the grapes?
Grapes would be vinegar.
That's right. All 3, $5 apiece. Film sizes. Raw film stock, now used in making motion pictures, comes in 5 different millimeter sizes. Name 3 of them, Neil.
16 millimeters.
That's right. And Joan?
8 millimeter.
Right. And that's 8 or, yes. And Stuart?
22 millimeter?
No. There is the 8, which is also called the straight 8 millimeter, Super 8, and the others are 35 millimeter and 65 millimeter. 2 correct answers, $10 each for Neil and for Joan. And the 65 millimeter, incidentally, is processed as 70 millimeter. Now look at the board. Man frowning, man laughing, their TV show. Match each to these 2 popular TV performers. Take a look. Yes, Stuart.
Man smiling is Jack Klugman.
That's right. Joan.
Man frowning is Tony Randall.
Right, and their TV show, Neil?
The Odd Couple.
You're all 3 right for $5 apiece. Look at the board. Gnu, dingo, platypus. Pick one of these animals and give me the correct plural spelling of its name, Neil.
News, G-N-U-S.
Right. And Joan.
Platypuses. Platypuses.
Right. And how about the dingo, Stuart?
Dingos?
No, it's Dingoes. $10 each for Joan and Neil. And I'll look at the board. Peter Pan's, Mary Jane's, Dr. Denton's. Pick one of these items of wearing apparel and tell me yes or no. Neil?
Dr. Denton's, yes.
That's a correct answer. Do they cover the toes is the question. And Stuart?
Mary Jane's, yes.
That's right. Shows with straps for little girls. Joan, how about Peter Pan's?
I would say no.
That's right. They're collars. 3 correct answers, $5 apiece. This is on games. Of the 14 foreign language versions of Monopoly, 3 are languages that originated in Asia. Give me the 3 languages, Neil.
Japanese.
Right. Joan?
Chinese.
Right. And Stuart?
Korean?
No, Hebrew is the 3rd. $10 each for Joan, and for Neil, Joan's in the lead, and Neil's in 2nd place. Look at the board. Nice locks, Assure Thus, and Dairy Tonic. Each of these is that's Diary Tonic. Each of these is a scramble for the name of a book one might use to look up a word. Neil.
Assure Thus is Thesaurus.
That's right. Match each to the appropriate book. And Stuart?
Dictionary, Dairy Tonic is a dictionary.
Right. And how about nice locks, Joan?
They were nice, but I can't think of it.
Lexicon. $10 each for Neil and for Stuart. And now look, and that takes care of round 1. Our leader is Joan Douglas going into round 2, and we'll double the stakes in round 2 right after this. If 2 of you are right, you get $25 each, and if all 3 are right, $10 each. Joan Douglas, our leader, with $100, and in 2nd place, our current champ, Neil Dressler, with $75, and Stuart Weiss with $65. Round 2, look at the board. G.I. Joe, Doughboy, Johnny Reb. Each of these nicknames was first given to American fighting men, Neil.
Doughboy, World War I.
Right. During a certain war, match each to its war, Stuart.
G.I. Joe is World War II.
Right. And Joan, Johnny Reb?
That's Civil War.
Right, all 3 for $10 apiece. And now look at the board. The wife, the husband, which birthday? Match these to this famous movie producer and his beautiful wife, who this year is celebrating one of her most important birthdays. Take a look. Neil.
The wife is Sophia Loren.
Right. Stuart.
The husband is Dino De Laurentiis.
Wrong. Joan.
The wife is Carlo Ponti. I mean, the husband. You know what I meant.
That's a correct answer. Yes, of course.
Sorry.
Because if it were the other way around, we're all in trouble. Which birthday? The 40th birthday. 2 correct answers, 25 each for Joan and for Neil. And now look at the board. Pears, apples, cherries. Give me the state which leads in the growing of each of these fruits, Neil.
Cherries is Washington.
Wrong. And Joan.
Apples are Washington.
Right. And Stuart.
Pears is Idaho.
Wrong. For pears, it's California. For cherries, it's Michigan. Single answer, $50 for Joan Douglas. Joan's in the lead. Neil's in second place. Television commercials. A current animated television commercial advertising a men's hairspray features 3 of the top comic book heroes of all time. Stuart.
Superman.
Right. Or Clark Kent. Each of you name one. Neil?
Batman.
That's a wrong answer. Joan.
Captain Marvel.
Right. Or Billy Batson, we would also have accepted. Or Dick Tracy was the third. So that's 2 correct answers. $25 each for Joan and for Stuart. And now look at the board. Lionel Hampton, Jack Teagarden, and Louis Armstrong. Match each of these all-time jazz greats to the primary instrument he played, Stuart.
Lionel Hampton, the vibraphone.
Right. Neil?
Louis Armstrong is a trumpet.
Right. Joan, how about Jack Teagarden?
That sliding thing, the trombone.
That's right. All 3, $10 apiece. And now look at the board. Flower number 1, number 2, and number 3. Match each of the flowers you're about to see to its name. Take a look. Yes, Stuart.
Flower number 2 is the sunflower.
Right. Joan?
Number 1 is the daisies.
That's right. How about number 3, Neil?
How about a pansy?
No. How about a snapdragon? $25 each for Joan and for Stuart. And Stuart is now in second place. Look at the board. The Nile, the Amazon, the Mississippi. Pick one of these great world rivers and match it to the general compass direction in which it flows, Stuart.
The Nile flows north.
Right. Neil?
The Amazon flows south.
Wrong. Joan?
The Mississippi flows south.
Right. The Amazon east. 25 each for Joan and Stuart. Presidential elections. Aside from the Democrats and Republicans, 3 other political parties ran candidates for U.S. president in 1912. Name one of the political parties, Stuart.
The Bull Moose Party.
That's right, or progressive. And they ran Theodore Roosevelt. Neil?
The Populist Party.
Wrong. Joan? The other 2 were the Socialist Party, which ran Eugene V. Debs, and the Prohibition Party, which ran Eugene Chafin. Single answer, $50 for Stuart Weiss. And now look at the board. Aspen, Portillo, and Garmisch. Each of these popular ski resorts is located in one of the great mountain ranges, Joan.
The Rockies for Aspen.
That's a correct answer in Colorado. One of the great mountain ranges of the world. Match each to the mountain range. Neil?
Garmisch is the Alps.
That's right, in West Germany. And Stuart, how about Portillo?
Portillo is the Andes.
Right, in Chile. 3 correct answers, $10 apiece. Look at the board. The hero, his girlfriend, the body of water. Match these to Jack Clark's interpretation of the title hero of a poem who was born near a certain body of water as described by Longfellow. Take a look. Neil?
The hero is Hiawatha.
Right. And Stuart?
The body of water is...
Time. Joan?
His girlfriend, Minnetonka.
No, Minnehaha, or Laughing Water. The body of water was Gitchigumi. Single answer, $50 for Neil Dressler. That puts Neil back in second place. Joan is still in the lead as we look at the board. Empire, Maverick, Steve Canyon. Each of these defunct TV series featured a regular actor or actress. Neil?
Maverick, James Garner.
Wrong. Whose last name was Moore. Match each to the correct first name. Joan?
Maverick was Roger Moore.
Right. And Stuart?
Steve Canyon was Bill Moore?
No, Mary Tyler Moore. And for Empire was Terry Moore. Single answer, $50 for Joan Douglas. In the lead, Neil's in second place. This is on U.S. ambassadors. The U.S. is currently represented by an ambassador in only 4 foreign nations whose names begin with the letter A. Each of you name one of those nations, Neil.
Argentina.
Right. Stuart?
Albania?
Time. Joan?
Albania.
Wrong. The others are Australia, Austria, and Afghanistan. And that's a single answer worth $50 for Neil Dressler, our current champ. Now look at the board. Topaz, garnet, amethyst. Each of these is considered the official birthstone for a particular month of the year. Match each to the appropriate month. Neil?
Garnet is March.
Wrong. Joan?
Topaz is March.
Wrong. And Stuart?
Amethyst is August.
Wrong. Topaz for November, garnet for January, amethyst for February. We have 1 minute left in this round as we look at the board. Kate, Annie, Eileen. Each of these ladies' names is in a title of one of Broadway's 60... Yes, Stuart?
Annie, Get Your Gun.
Right. Of one of Broadway's 60 longest-running shows. Match each to the show's title, Neil.
Kiss Me, Kate.
Right. And for Eileen, Joan?
My sister Eileen.
All 3 are right for $10 apiece. Look at the board. Flies, minnows, monkeys. Pick one of these and tell me yes or no. Were they taken aboard Skylab 2 by its astronaut, Stuart?
Flies, yes.
Right. Neil?
Monkeys, no.
Right. Minnows, Joan?
No.
The answer on that is yes. $25 each for Neil. And for Stuart, this is on astronomy. There are 4 planets in our solar system which do not contain the letter E in their name. Give me 3 of them, Stuart.
Uranus.
Right. Neil?
Mercury.
Wrong. And Joan?
Pluto.
Right. The other 2 are Mars and Saturn. So it's $25 each for Joan and for Stuart. And Joan is our leader, and Neil is in second place going into the countdown round with $200 in the cash jackpot. We'll get to that right after this. We have $200 in our cash jackpot. Our leader going into this round is Joan Douglas with $365. Joan, you only need 3 answers to have a chance for the car and the money. Stuart, instead of 180, which your readout read before going into that last commercial, you have 280.
Oh.
You are in second place, sir. It means you only need 4 answers to have a chance for the car and the money. In third place is our current champ, Neil Dressler. And Neil, you need 5 answers. You can give me 1, 2, or all 3 answers, so good luck to all of you. Look at the board. Riga, Baku, Odessa. Match each of these Soviet cities to the name of the sea. Neil.
Odessa is the Black Sea.
Correct, continue.
Riga is the Yellow Sea.
Wrong. To the name of the sea on which it is located. Stuart?
Riga is the Caspian Sea.
Wrong. Joan?
Baku is the Caspian Sea.
Correct, and now Riga.
Riga, I don't know.
That's on the Baltic Sea. 2 will now do it for Joan, 4 for either Neil or Stuart as we look at the board. 40 carats, Pippin, Gigi. Each of these was the final Broadway appearance of a famous Hollywood character actress, Joan.
Gigi was Hermione
Time is
Gingold.
up. Who has recently passed from the scene. Match each with the actress Neil.
Gigi was Hermione Gingold.
Wrong. Waiting for Stuart.
40 carats was Gypsy Rose Lee.
No, 40 carats was Glenda Farrell. For Pippin, it was Irene Ryan. In Gigi, it was Agnes Moorehead. Now look at the board. 0.706 inches, 0.836 inches, and 1.205 inches. According to the U.S. Mint, each of these is the official diameter of a particular U.S. coin, Stuart.
0.706 is a dime.
Correct, continue.
0.836 is a nickel.
Correct, continue.
0.1205 is a quarter.
Wrong. Match each to the coin. Joan, 1.205 inches.
That would be a 50-cent piece.
That is correct. Yes, 1 will do it for Joan, 2 for Stuart, 4 for Neil as we look at the board. Papillon, Mariposa, Schmetterling. Yes, Neil.
Papillon, French.
Correct, continue.
Mariposa, Spanish.
Correct, continue.
Schmetterling, German.
Right on all 3 counts. Here was the question. Each of these words means butterfly in a foreign language. Match each with its language. 1 will do it for either Neil or Joan. 2 for Stuart. Look at the board. Quarterly, fortnightly, semi-annually. Match each of these adjectives concerning time. Stuart.
Quarterly, 4 times a year.
That's a wrong answer. To the number of weeks it indicates, Joan.
Fortnightly is 2 weeks.
You have won the game, Joan Douglas. Wow, what a contest that was. The answer for quarterly is 13 weeks, and for semi-annually, 26 weeks. We have a new champion in Joan Douglas. We have to say goodbye to Stuart Weiss with $280. And as for you, Mr. Dressler, previous earnings were $280, today $265, for a grand total of $545.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Jack, what else for Stuart and Neil?
Well, for each time we have from St. Mary's Playmaker collection of Joe Namath Super Styles, crisp, easy care sheets and pillowcases in pretty feminine styles and fashion-right colors. And Sarah Coventry presents Sun Signs, the pewter look zodiac pendant for men and women. Sarah Coventry fine fashion jewelry is obtained through a home jewelry fashion show. Tom?
Thank you, Stuart and Neil, once again. And now Joan Douglas joined me center stage. This is her first win, so that means it's a 1 out of 5 chance for Joan. Mother of 3 from Hacienda Heights, right?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Oh, I'm so thrilled.
That was really a squeaker of a countdown.
It was. 2 is my lucky number. I was on the second show and the second seat, so, I'm going to have to start thinking now which car it is.
Why not? Let's take a look at all 5 of them. First of all, we have a Ventura. Yes, it is. We have a Le Mans station wagon. We also have a Catalina, a Firebird, and a Grand Am. Let's see if her luck holds out. Will she drive out? We'll soon find out. Don't you go away.